Okay, here we are. This is Math 7 4-1, and we're looking at example number 1 here. So example number 1 says negative 8x is equal to 64. So I know that you guys might be able to solve this in your head right now, and that's perfectly fine, and I'm very happy for you that you can do that. However, I need you to show work, because eventually it's not going to be a simple one-step equation. It's going to be a lot more complicated than that. So you need to practice showing your work now so that later on you can focus on doing the math. So remember, we can draw a line, or we can cut the equation into two equal parts at the equal sign. And that's important because you need to make sure that you're doing the same thing to both sides of the equation. And why we need to do that is because if you think about what an equal sign means, an equal sign means that this piece over here is equal to this piece over here, right? That's what an equal sign is saying, that those two things are the same. So if I come over to one of my sides and add 8, are those the same if I don't do that to the other side? And they're not. And so that's why we need to make sure that we're doing the same exact thing to both sides of the equation. And why do you need to do that? Because you need to keep it equal. To keep the equation equal. Okay, so the questions I'll be asking you throughout the rest of your math career. What is preventing? Remember, the goal of equation solving is to isolate the variable. So what is preventing the variable from being by itself on the left side of the equal sign? That negative 8. Okay, so what operation is going on between the x and the negative 8? Well, I don't see an operation in between there, so that means I can assume it's multiplication. Well, the inverse operation of multiplication would be division. So I'm going to show division by using that fraction bar instead of the little oblius, which is the name for the line and the two dots. So I'm going to show divide by a negative 8. And again, remember, if I'm doing that to one side, I need to do that to the other side. So this will always work out this way. That negative 8 divided by negative 8 is just a 1. So those just kind of cancel out. And I'm left with x equals, ooh, yay, that's a good thing, because remember, we wanted that x by itself, and now we have it there. And 64 divided by negative 8 is negative 8. So x is equal to negative 8. So like I said, I know you guys can probably do that in your head, but you need to practice showing me the work so you get in the hang of that. You will lose credit if you do not have work shown. I don't care how simple the math is.